Hey guys, and welcome around. I'm gonna join out the comment section on this video. So you guys can tell, okay, so whenever do know the comments, they are definitely, I don't know what to say, like you get them like everywhere, like on YouTube, Twitter, and like the comments, they are definitely like what they are. Like you would always see like these like first and like nice and good, and like I don't know, like some comments, like I don't know, I just feel like that they're definitely just so surprising to see, cause there are definitely like some comments that you see that are very small, and some that are actually like very detailed and highly like just satisfying to see, so yeah, comments are definitely really interesting that you see them everywhere. But yeah, let's see what our boy James is gonna be saying. I'm sure he's gonna be mentioning a lot because comments, they can, like, I don't know what to say, it's such an interesting fact, but never say, guys, enough of that. Let's go check out the TheOdd1sOut out the comment section. I hope you guys this video.
First. Who else is watching this in current year? I'm first. No, I'm first. Everyone needs to know I was the first person to leave a comment on this YouTube video. Please, I don't have a lot going on right
comments.
now. Fellas,
Jesus.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say what we're all thinking here. This video is a
funny
forgery.
dog compilation.
And also a homosexual. Hey, why are we spending our finite time spreading negativity and arguing with strangers whose minds will never change? Are we really that bitter we have to bring others down? These comments are pointless because
they're ridiculous.
Everyone knows I'm first. Comment sections in some form or another have been around since the internet's conception, and I don't see them ever going away. So in like 200 years, historians are going to be studying ancient comments to see what life was like back then.
200 years ago.
Right underneath this video and any other video ever posted is an open forum for anyone who watched the video to leave their semi-unfiltered, anonymous opinions. And nothing bad has ever come from it.
Wait,
are you scrolling down to read the comments while the video is playing? You haven't even finished the video and you're reading the comments? I'm sorry, did I bore you? Are you bored?
No, not really.
No, that's fine. Don't mind me. It's not like we were in the middle of a one-sided conversation or anything. Also, if you see any spam bots, can you report them for me? They're a real problem.
Yeah,
like most people, I will watch a video and then not add anything to the conversation and go about my day. Watching more videos. And I know the vast majority of you do this too, because let's match something
I can watch a lot of YouTube.
If we look at my last video and take the total amount of comments and divide it by views, we only get 0.4% of people who watch the video leave a comment. That's not a whole lot. Oh, I know. What if we look at a YouTuber apology video? I'm sure there's a bunch of people leaving comments, letting people know their thoughts and having a civil discussion.
I always love the log detail.
Only 0.3% of people who watched the video left a comment. Every video I did the math on,
log
never had a 0.5% view to comment ratio.
Like high
so if
first,
only
good,
0.5% of people are leaving comments,
come on.
Why am I talking about them? Because while
again,
most of us aren't comment
show me some feedback. Show me some
I know the majority of us are comment readers.
Grow your business and reach your people.
Like, come on, we need those comments,
This video and the comment section are digital neighbors. You literally don't have to travel far to read comments. They're right there.
I just hit the
Sorry if you're watching this on TV, by the way. They are there, trust me. And I can prove most people are comment readers because a lot of times a single comment will get more thumbs up than there are total comments on a video. Which, of course, they do, because who's going to take the time to write out a whole comment when they could just thumbs up the ones they agree with? The relationship between YouTuber and comment section is a little complicated. For one, it's the only time I get to kind of have a conversation with 0.4% of you. If you feel so inclined, you can type out a response to this video, give me feedback, tell a joke, or post a timestamp of a part you like. And there's a 99% chance I'll never see that. But if I do, and I like what you said enough, I can give your comment a little heart badge.
That's true.
I perceive this guy.
Yep.
Although there are some challenges with comment sections that are not exclusively YouTuber problems.
I never even used
Even in the early days of the internet, comment sections have had a reputation of being toxic and argumentative. I will say I have noticed that comment sections are not as toxic as they were in the 2010s. Maybe websites have just gotten better at moderating, but I've noticed an overall decrease in the amount of slurs and KYSs compared to when I was 13. So good job, comment section. You're growing up. I think there are 3 reasons why comment sections can be very toxic. Number 1, people are more likely to speak out when they disagree with something rather than agree with it.
There's just so much
if you come across the comment, I like cats, you're not going to go out of your way to comment, I agree with your opinion, cats are lovely. You might give the comment a thumbs up, but otherwise you're just going to keep scrolling. But if you're someone who only likes dogs and you have too much free time, now you're getting all worked up seeing a different opinion than yours, so you're going to comment,
I've never liked
really
this.
Insensitive to dogs, my dog could beat up your cat.
I never do this.
So every comment section will eventually devolve into a cesspool full of people who disagree with each other. But the toxicity is only magnified because of reason number 2, people are anonymous. When you don't have to face real-world repercussions for all the reprehensible you say, there's no limit to the things you won't spout out. Although there is something to be said about never being truly anonymous online. Maybe in the pre-Facebook era, you could get away with saying some messed up stuff. But now, if you upset the wrong person, they'll post your IP address. So, for example, this guy commented, and now I'm outside his mother's home. First! And what makes it worse is you don't know if the comment you're reading is from an adult or a 13-year-old.
Right.
And yes, that matters because 13-year-olds aren't people. And the third reason why comment sections are so toxic,
it could be.
Sometimes people just want to make you angry. Yeah. They rustle your jimmies. They do a little troll. I'm not saying all negative comments are trolls. You can have your genuine criticisms.
Just always be like.
But we've all seen comments that are just trying to stir the pot. It doesn't matter how thought out or correct your response to a troll comment is. As soon as you respond, you've stooped down to their level and lost. And the number 4 reason that I just thought of is because I think people can forget that behind these comments and profile pictures is a real person with emotions. Ian Hecox from Smosh made an analogy I really liked, that reading negative comments is like boxing. When you read a negative comment, it's like getting punched in the face. But with training, you can build your stamina to learn techniques and blocks to reduce the damage a punch would do to you. But at the end of the day, you're still boxing. And there's only so many punches to the face you can take before you have to tap out. I can read 100 positive comments and 1 negative one, and it's the negative comment that stick in my brain. I would be lying if I said I never got hurt
We always
by
need those positive comments.
And I know I'm not the only one who feels this way because there's a word for it. In psychology, there's things called cognitive distortions,
all those
which are times when our brain thinks in unhealthy ways.
Your video sucks, you're terrible, you're old.
Catastrophizing,
what is that?
overgeneralization, or depersonalization.
It can hurt someone's feelings, like that person that made a video.
Abstraction, which is when you focus on one detail taken out of context and ignore all the other more important details. And it's not exclusive to reading comments either. It's the same thing when you're hanging out with friends and you make one awkward joke and you focus on that for the rest of the night and ignore all the other interactions you have. So how do we stop this flawed way of thinking? I'm asking you. I don't know. Leave a comment. Sometimes we're able to laugh off mean comments, but I think everyone has at least one comment that got to them. For me, it's always the comments about things I'm insecure about, or the comments saying things about me that are objectively wrong. Unfortunately, the only solution to deal with toxic comments is to just ignore them. Don't even let them take up space in your brain. If you're going to put yourself on the internet, expect to see the good and the very, very bad. You're not going to please everyone, and you don't expect to see the good and the very, very bad.
That is true.
You're not going to please everyone, and you don't need everyone's approval. So thank you, 0.5% of people who leave positive comments on internet videos. Us lurkers might not get involved in the conversation, but we sure do love watching the conversation happen from the sidelines. And now that you've watched this YouTube video, let's go see what other people who've watched this YouTube video are talking about.
Oh God. Who's Bob?
Who's this Bob guy?
Right,
everyone.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for the Odds1 Out the comment section. For sure, guys, James, aka TheOdd1sOut, he definitely did make a lot of good points. Cause man, the comment section, I don't know what to say, guys. Like whatever he did talk about is like so true. Like there's always that positive and negative, but for those negative comments, just like ignore them, guys. You don't need to like look at them and like it can really hurt other people's like feelings, cause man, like they're just so bad. So like for those, you should just absolutely ignore them, but there was guys, this was definitely a great video. Great job, James, for making this video. As always, he definitely did do a great job, and this was just so fantastic, but there was guys, that does it. I hope it will help for today, and it's also one prosperity.